I'm gonna kind of get into this real quickly today. Give me one sec. Oh, make some changes and kind of explain everything as I do it. All right. What's up, Greg? All right. So the main thing that you guys need to consider, man, when setting your depth chart up is, you want to kind of use as many receivers as possible, and I'm going to show you guys how to do that without having to do too much. The number one factor that you need to have is going to be that your top two guys need to have your best release. They may not be, elite necessarily, but from the receiver position, they need to be your best release. All right. Another thing, your number one out of those two needs to be higher agility. Okay. Agility jump, if you have a tall guy, that helps because that's going to help with your high point passes. Okay. So we're going to run with Tyrell as our starter. Number three is just that guy that's going to work a lot from the seams. Usually you would want to put like a speed receiver here or somebody that, you can trust underneath. Really just depends, varying on situation. Okay. Now, that's going to be your top three. Now, this is where it gets interesting. All right. I always want to make sure that your number five can get down the field and tackle. So, I was using Renfro there, but we got another role for Renfro. So we're going to use Edwards, and then we're going to take Renfro, put him right there, because out of these two, whichever one I'm targeting more is generally going to get fatigued. And the way I have my roster set up, okay, whoever's getting targeted more, Renfro is going to come in and sub him. So obviously, if I'm going to be targeting Aguilar a lot from, that position on the field, then Renfro will come in and spell. Now, it doesn't mean that, if in regs, he'll probably come in 2 or 3 times. Now, I want to use Renfro a lot more than that. All right? So I'm definitely going to put him in some other places as well so that he can kind of get some work. But that's how we're going to run with it for right now. And then just kind of go through it again. Now, I do put Waller at number 2 because there are some formations where I do have a tight end sub. There are some formations where I need to manually sub him, but I think it's a lot better to just have him as the number 2 because of the tight end sub ability, as well as being able to kick him to fullback. Other than that, we're going to rock with this. Now, in the end of the fourth quarter, like if it's a needed drive, I will start putting Witten in because he does have this clutch trait. So if it's like short yards that I need, I will, you know, manually sub him in, you know, so that he can go ahead and make the key catch that I need or whatnot, like spacing concept. You know, I don't need to run him deep or anything. But other than that, that's going to be the biggest changes that I'm making right now. I'm going to try this out. You know, I'm always kind of shifting my lineup up around just to kind of get a good idea of where I want everybody. But definitely going into the next season, kind of making these late season changes is going to help me going into Madden 22. The rest is just kind of just schematics. Left end, you want a guy that can kind of pass rush, but also kind of get after the quarterback. And then the right end, you want a guy that can kind of get in there and block shed a little bit. So it's a little intriguing what I need right here versus what I got. Don't really have a lot of options. For real, for real. Kenley's more of a specific pass rush guy, because you don't want your starters to not be able to stop the run, you know. So like, you really got to make that decision. You know, you come out in a base defense and you only want a pass rusher in your base defense, and can he block shed? You know, that's really what you're asking yourself, you know. So, you know, I don't want to put McKinley in. He only has a 65 block shed. It's not going to be a good look, you know. Chris Smith only a 59 block shed. You know, I don't have a lot of great at that position, to be honest. So I think probably the only thing that I probably will do is probably take Arden Key out situationally for Vic Beasley. And then just run it like that. As far as defensive tackles go, I'm going to start Hurst. Make Furrow the number 3 instead of the number 4. I'm going to put Niles Scott in there. Left outside linebacker. Trying to remember how I had this set up the other day. Had some pros and cons. Things I like, things I didn't like. Might start using Muse again. Really just depends. But I do know my starting right outside linebacker is going to be specifically coverage. You want to try to make sure that you have as many of these the guys that you want in coverage. Make sure they have the aggressive play ball in the air trait. So like, if you're not using them and the ball is thrown near them, they will have a jump on the ball, or they will aggressively pursue the ball without you having to play the ball in the air on the coach adjustments. So definitely make sure that you have that at your outside linebacker position. It is very key. You can get it at multiple positions. It's nice. I do have like 2 linebackers with it. It just really depends how I want to use people. I'm always changing my linebackers up, so just bear with me. Your number 2, you definitely want a guy that can get down the field and impact block. I think Raekwon, for me, fills this role perfectly. It's fast enough to get down the field, strong enough, big enough, and I think he has decent impact blocking, which you're going to need for blowing up blockers. So yeah, you have a high, all of those traits, he can get down the field and just lay whammy bars on blockers and really disrupt the kick return game. So it's definitely, he's going to play a key role there. And then right here, we just go ahead and put someone in the sub that can kind of fill that role as well. Really just looking at how I want to do the middle linebacker. That's really something that I debate on a lot, because I like my Mike to be fast, because sometimes on that turbo blitz, and there's like two, 3 guys that I've used. Like, I can't use Javin White because I got him at outside linebacker. So I'm stuck between Muse and Bilal. So it really just comes down to it. Like, Bilal has some of the things that I like, but when he plays, I feel like he doesn't necessarily play the way I want him to play, I guess. But he does fill the role. You know, that's all I really need him for. I mean, he can jump, so I can kind of work with him underneath. I don't need him to. Really, I mean, he's just a Mike, so he's there to kind of apply pressure and not necessarily always make a play, but can get in and make a play. Your number 2, obviously, you want someone that can get in there. Let's see. This is going to be your Ted linebacker. Debating about putting a Ligway in there because he does have the aggressive play the ball in the air trait, and he does have that strip ball trait. He's fast enough. It's got good acceleration. His agility, might start using him. His change of direction is horrible, but then again, it's not too many linebackers that really have a good change of direction for real. Catch. What's his jump? 82 jump. He can't really jump. He can tackle. He can hit though. You know what? And I think he's good on impact blocking too. So he can get down the field on special teams. So we'll start like that. And then we'll come back to this in a minute. I'm gonna finish off my other positions real quick. Let me put Wilton right there. No, do not do your depth chart by speed, bro. That's not always gonna be a good look for you, because you could find yourself in a situation like, for instance, if you put Perry Nickerson, like if you play with the Packers and you just put Perry Nickerson in because he's fast. Well, what's he gonna do against a tall receiver? You know, this running cutback routes and shit. He's not gonna be doing so good. You know. I think I played him the other day, and dude wanted to play man coverage with him the whole game on the outside, and I matched him up with Hunter Renfro. When Hunter isn't very fast, you know, he's 86 speed, and I hit him with a double move, and Perry just got shook out of his boots, you know, for a one-play touchdown against the 86 speed. So speed isn't necessarily always going to be a priority for you. It's nice to have, but it's not something that you should emphasize over, you know, key stats for what you're trying to do. You know, that's why I don't mind starting Arnett anymore at cornerback, because I know how to use him and I trust how I use him. And, you know, just make sure that he has help over the top, or if I decide to user him, you know, I know I'm not going to get beat regardless of his 88 speed. Just kind of just go through that a little bit. Free safety, definitely want the clutch trait joiner in there. Second string, you always want a guy that can come in and lay a hit, and this will be my nickel safety. Strong safety, again, like I want guys that can cover over the top. Kicker, punter, kick return, definitely like to go with a guy that has more user control and a guy that can get down there and block. Then punt returns, I might put Ruggs there. Kickoff starter, boom. Third down running back, power, slot. Swap these two. Even though he's my outside receiver, he can come in and fill that slot, and that'll let me kick Ruggs outside in certain formations that I want to. So I think that works for me just fine. Rush left in. This is gonna be the side you want your speed rusher on. So we go Beasley. And this is also going to help if you run the 3-4 over edge, believe it or not, it goes based off of your rush defensive ends and rush defensive tackles. It doesn't go by your base depth chart. So I found that very intriguing. So like I can come out in a base defense and I'll have him being utilized in my base defense in that formation. So it's just something intriguing that I thought you guys might want to know. Just make sure, because he's going to be on the edge, so definitely put your best pass rushers right here, and then your right end. If you decide to flip the play, you want to make sure that you have your best run stuffers. So we'll go Crosby, Farrell, and this third string doesn't matter in regs. Then you think about the rush defensive tackle, boom, Chris Smith, Nassau, sub linebacker, boom. I've been using Tanner Muse. Like I want to use Javin White, but I've been using Tanner Muse, man. He's been with the high motor coverage linebacker, but Javin has the aggressive high motor and coverage. Penalty normal. It's really just kind of either or, really. Like obviously Javin White has a better stats. Like that's who I want to use is Javin. But I'm gonna back him up and put Levitt in there. Slot corner, we're gonna leave it as is. And we're gonna play some games, man. Definitely let me just go back and double check my linebackers. Because really, like every time I log in, man, I'm always switching my linebackers around. So let me see, I'll make sure I got everybody in there that I want. So it'd be Littleton. I think the only linebacker I'm not using is Kwiatkowski, but maybe alright, we'll put him right there. Alright, so that's gonna be our depth chart for the day. That's how we're gonna run everything. And we're gonna play some games, and got some key information for you guys too, bro. Like I know I said it earlier, but I didn't elaborate on it. On agility, you gotta think, like if you go into it, there's not a lot of tall corners with high agility in the game. There's not, you know? And like if you go into it to each team and you go by agility, you know, agility is going to affect jump. So this could tell you, be like, you know, I can throw high point balls a lot more than what I've been doing. You know, if you find someone with low agility, look, there's not a lot of elite agility cornerbacks. Adoree Jackson is, but other than that, see, that's a good corner right there. You have a high agility corner, usually it's going to tell them they got a good jump rating, but not too many have both. But you want high agility, and as you can see, most of them are averaging 86, 87, 88, somewhere in that range. Now, obviously, the Browns have very good agility on their corner, so, and then they drafted another corner this year, so they're going to be pretty deadly next year. They're young at that position. But as you can see, you know, for the most part, most teams do not have elite agility corners. You know, some teams do, but for the most part, on average, they don't. And that's going to allow me to place the ball a lot where I want to, because there's not a lot of teams that have that. You know, the elite corners do, and then some people that have good agility, they're just not tall enough, you know. So It's like a rare combination of you need to be a certain height, you need to have the agility, and then on top of the agility, you need the jump. Like all three of those ratings go hand in hand with each other, and there's not too many corners that have all three. You know, and by elite, you're looking at like what 95 plus on either or. You know, even if they have the 90 plus agility, they don't have the jump rating, even if they got the height. So, whereas your receivers, let me kind of show you why I'm doing it the way I'm doing it, is he has 95 agility and 93 jump. And then he's 6'4", so he has all three of those traits that I need. So it's just something that you guys should be thinking about. And again, this is going to affect your high point passes. And remember, when you high point pass, you cannot pass lead. Okay, so it's for stop routes only. So like comeback routes, curl routes, sideline passes, stuff like that. Obviously, you're still gonna have to user catch them, so you gotta follow the guide on user catching. I'm gonna try to get a short video out on it, bro. Like, it's clutch to have. It's just to click on, and you just you're really just trying to animate before the defense does. And as long as you get that, you won't throw the pick, but you still got to throw the right pass. You know, you don't want to throw a bullet pass trying to animate, because some of those, like underneath balls, they can jump them, and you can't suck them into the animation.
No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black.
So they kind of just.
As their Raiders get set to face off.
Cowboys are like that team that don't have good ratings, but that's because they bench their starters. And then, you know, you come to play the Cowboys and they're playing all the bench starters. So they're a lot better than what their ratings suggest. So it's definitely something you just got to kind of key in and pay attention to when you're playing. So he's playing wing tight Z. We'll counter it with the over plus cover 3 sky.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
And they're just kind of
here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott.
Blocking him back. I hate that. Man, I went for his cut tackle. That's bad.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a
that was my fault.
Ezekiel Elliott, 75 yards.
That linebacker should have went through that hole, but he got blocked in the back. And unfortunately, they don't call that, you know.
Wow, first play in the
I wish they did, but they don't.
People, they
but we're going to try something here on offense. We're going to try to help our line out a little bit. I'm going to turn our aggressive blocking on.
That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped
The
at the
first
23.
step, we're going back to doing this, man. I ain't going to take chances. Go back to doing what we do. Alright, so slide protection. 101, you use it in every formation. Go to the weak side. You're running routes to that side. That means I only got 2 guys blocking against 3 guys. You can't count the center. He's got like 4 guys over there. So we're going to have to slide protect over there to get the protection set up.
Carr.
Look at that, boom.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving.
Now, if I would have blocked the fullback, I would have slide protected to the left side.
You know, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good
okay, so right here, we're going to use our impact block.
You know, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be
ready. Go ahead and
each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead.
Just bring us another blocker over there.
This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Fuck stakes.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs.
Sometimes when I do it, it flips the play, so you gotta be careful.
I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot
Make sure that you run it the right way.
In the game, definitely in the second half.
Obviously.
But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up,
All right,
and keep
so we
moving.
got it without. Yep, we flipped the play again. So now I gotta flip the blocker.
On first down, they go with
Look at that.
Jacobs again. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas
Tried
first
not to
down.
flip the play.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
All right, now this one I would gladly flip the play on. And then we'll just move the wide receiver over.
Here's Jacobs on
Look at
first
that.
and 10. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first
As long
down.
as he stays in zone, this weak
Back-to-back
zone is
big
just going to
runs
torch
picking
him.
apart this defense on the opening drive.
See how
This
he's
was a passing league.
got his
I thought
slot
this was the
corner
era
over there. We'll
where
just run it to
ball
this
was always
side.
in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage and clearing
I
space.
hate when he does that
Yeah, he is
slow
met
cut.
quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3
Alright, so we'll
yards
flip the play
here.
first.
And that'll bring up a third down. Try to run for it with Jacobs. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only a yard on
Not
the
gonna
pickup
worry about
there,
it
and it's
too
going to
much.
leave him with a fourth down.
Now that was a big time play.
See, with
by
me
the
getting
defense.
Aguilar
They as
playing the
well knew
slide,
where
it
the
allows
first
me to
down line
move.
was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Move people around. Playing a lot of zone, so definitely could probably get him with the spacing. Don't see him playing man.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
What we're going to do is we're going to hit him. Go ahead, slide protect over there.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. Got his connection
Nice.
complete to Ruggs. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Fourth down
He went,
conversion
man, I'm
play.
glad I
You
made
usually
that
think 1, 2,
audible.
3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup.
Let's
as
go back
the
to
Sticks
running the
make
ball.
A drastic shift forward. So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Kind of just control the game a
The
little
last
bit.
run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd
Look at
down,
that blocking. Ah, they flagged me. It's all good.
There's laundry on the field.
It's all good.
We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
I think there's nothing he can do.
He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. Now a carry for Jacobs. And he won't
can't
have the
stop it.
touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
We're probably going to run commit here.
9
And guess
yards
what
on
we're
the
about to
play
do?
there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. Now they'll throw with Carr.
Oh, look at that impact block, bro. Look at fucking Incognito just threw that man on the ground. Let's fucking go.
And the Raiders, they're within an extra point.
I want to see the replay. Look at that. Yeah, he laying on the ground and jumped over him.
A sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Just throw that line on the ground. You know they're tired because I got aggressive blocking on.
So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and move him over to protect the backside. And again, we're gonna ID.
They'll try to run it with Jacobs, and he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down
what?
back.
They might as well have sent a
I was in there
skywriter
too,
above
man.
the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision.
Now Pollard. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Play like a 3-4 over edge. And we play cover 2.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. And from the shotgun, he'll throw.
Oh, I could have jumped that. I got in position. Could have jumped that.
Down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Here's Elliott. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense.
Show him enough cover 2. He's going to try to bomb on it right.
By the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost
we
get
got a
into
third.
A ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Prescott's throw going to be caught by
Tackle.
Gallup, and he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 12 yards there and a first down.
We don't want to show him too much. We kind of mix it up a little bit. We'll probably go nickel here.
Prescott will find Lamb. That's complete.
Probably put him in a spot.
7 yards the pick up there.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Safety down.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set.
Come on, bro.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
You're trying to flip the play. We ain't falling for that. Back to the wide trip, so we'll go back to the sky press.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Took a quick read away.
Pressure right. He's going to take off with it.
Good job.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
You got heavy. You got a tight end on the field.
Prescott on first down. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
It's a little tough when it's dark jersey versus dark jersey, bro. I don't
Well, we can talk about it like
understand why they make it like that.
How about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion. Really good pickup.
From the red
Yeah,
zone
he
now.
beat. I didn't get. I tried to get over to him too.
It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown.
Tried to get over to him and didn't let me.
Amari Cooper there to make the grab, and the Cowboys will extend their lead.
I could have stopped
and
that.
lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be, and I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Yeah,
no
45
seconds. This one is the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
He's running a lot of cover 3. First thing we're going to do is going to go ahead and come out in our gun bunch. Make sure that we have our boy Waller in there.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Sure, he's double teamed. I might have to.
Another try after the first down sack. Carr, he'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
User!
The 35. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Carr now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact.
There's another way to attack that.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's
You're
for
going to
sure.
keep trying to defend that middle. Smart route. Smart route. Block the running back.
Win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get
Make
one
sure we
there,
got the
but you
post
get
up
the
on
feeling
the
they keep making
edge
plays
over
like
there.
that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in
Should
bunches.
outside lead this.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he bats
He
it
switched his
away,
deep.
and it falls down incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Let's try it again. No, I'm not going to protect that other guy. Got him.
Carr on third down. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. So a decent game.
So he's going to keep running that cover 6.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good.
So what I could do,
celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
let's go back to that bench pivot.
Wasn't going to be easy. Now after the holding penalty, they have to
Give the
deal
bench
with a 3rd and
pivot,
20.
give a zig route. Make sure there's a double team on him.
Again, it's Carr. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught.
Yeah,
It's
that's
Ruggs.
that'll kill the cover 6.
Henry Ruggs.
And he went back to the man.
Final seconds of the first half. And the
Ironic.
Raiders move back within a couple of the lead.
And that's a terrific score. And now, what are we going to
I
do?
don't
here?
really
Do you
need the
go
2
for
here,
two?
bro.
You know what the people at home want.
Everybody wants to go for 2. The analytics
He
people
plays a
probably
lot of
want to
man,
go for
so
2.
we'll probably
I
play
bet they
stretch
kick the
here.
extra point. We've got a whole second half
I
left.
think we got it.
Get a look at it here, but hey, whatever the case, big time play before the end of the second quarter. They'll try to run it with Jacobs, and he is
Good
into
shit.
the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here.
What's up,
just
Cameron?
Before halftime.
Sorry I didn't respond fast enough. Trying to focus a little bit here. Especially when you play people that like the 2-man under, because it's like 50-50 sometimes. You know, if they press you, you know, and you don't necessarily have a good release receiver, you know, it's not going to always end up very good. But we able to get off on that release. And I'm not going to play stupid here. I'm going to go ahead and play my 2-man.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some
Good
risk
D.
takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game.
All right, great. We get the ball back.
Second down.
The beauty about it is I don't think I allowed any sacks today.
And ready to get the
Maybe one.
for the second half. It was an even
And that's because I didn't put the double team. But we started putting a double team on, and he hasn't been able to necessarily get through.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone
Kind of
down
go back
to
to
a knee, maybe a yard shy
running
of
the
there
ball
to
again.
24. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. On the ground, Jacobs will get
Look at there, just boom, right through the hole.
Get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs, and he's able to take this one
You
up
better
to the
have some solid run defense, because I'm going to run this down the middle of the field. You can keep coming out of nickel defense. I'm going to keep running it.
Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll run on 1st down. Jacobs, and this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to
What's
the
going to happen here in a minute? We're going to burn his.
Things were pretty stacked up there in the middle
Burn
of
him.
the line. A lot of bodies.
Get him with the play action.
I think ultimately it was
But we got to
fortunate
set
get
it up.
anything out of that run.
On 2nd down now. It's Jacobs looking for an opening. Not much there. He'll get it to the 39.
Now, what I need to do is I need to make
Some
sure
of the most
Waller
unselfish players on any football
is
team,
the man here.
defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he'll look downfield for Waller, and that will be incomplete.
Man,
They
come
weren't
on,
scared to
Madden.
let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
So one first down on that drive.
You got to come down with that inbounds, my dude.
Deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it.
Probably should have flipped it.
This offense converted once
Back
on
to the
4th
two-man.
down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Here we go on 4th down with Carr.
Good shit! My new Z
midfield.
receiver.
He was held without a catch in
Nelson
the first down,
Aguilar.
but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
Get out of that nickel defense,
DeMarcus
my friend.
Lawrence in on the tackle. Once again, it's Jacobs, and he's got this pretty close to
They're
a
just
first
getting
down at
easy
the
run
Cowboys'
lanes.
42.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he will have a first down
He
as they
just
get
can't
into the
stop it.
ground at the 37. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Jacobs now, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard
Keep
line.
gashing them.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs.
Should've ran it
And he
flip.
is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Probably get him with this.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Shotgun now for Carr.
Boom.
He's got a man. It's Williams. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't think he has an answer for this.
Good for 23. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Here's James. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground.
Look at that. Ah, they got me holding.
So let's see about the call. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Working from the gun, it's Carr.
Look at that! That's why you want high agility. High point past that hole.
3rd touchdown pass now for Derek.
Agility, baby.
And the Raiders have taken the lead.
Help you come down with them nice little secure catches. Look at that. Look at that.
Thing in there, he got it done.
That is a dot.
When you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, sings it in there.
It's our new X receiver, man. Back to Tyrell Williams.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson.
He can make them type of catches, man.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
6 minutes, 18-second drive. Look at that, fellas. That's what you call a drive. Especially get the lead.
The touchdown, ready to kick it away is
Pressure's on him, bro.
Now Pollard. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
We just got to go down here and execute something, man. Maybe that takes the run game away from him. And we could probably do some stuff, man. I'm going to have to play this sky press.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And
Watch
remember,
Cooper in the flat.
This offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here. Zeke with a shake and bake. And he's got Ezekiel.
Here we go.
Elliott.
I'm content with that.
It's beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Prescott from the gun.
Woo! Game over.
And it's intercepted.
Game over.
Jonathan Abram picks it.
Why is I'm getting hawked down by Prescott, man?
Nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between
I told you, man. You play like this and you force him to make the mistake.
Is the receiver in front of you.
Now I can go back and using some of these formations that I really like and put extra blockers on the field, like plays like this halfback slam. I haven't used in a while, which would be great for fucking this run shit that I'm doing. Look at that. Look at that.
And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets him down to about the 4-yard
And he was
line.
run blitzing.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
And I should be able to hit him with a stick route now. And then just lowball it to Moreau.
Here's Carter.
Oh, look at that!
Going to be caught for a Raider touchdown.
Beautiful fucking low ball.
Passes now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders.
Get off the field, bro. I think I've gotten better at these pads, man. I spent like 3 hours in practice mode before I booted my stream up. Practicing the passes. Because I don't know if it was my stick. I don't know if it was because I was just stream fatigued. I don't know. I was like, fuck it. I'm going to sit in this skills trainer. I'm going to sit in practice mode. And I'm going to mastermind this shit. So I was like, man, you know what? Let me do a video and show y'all, man. Y'all need to put certain people at certain positions so that you can execute. And the thing that was probably killing me was I was using Renfro as my starting receiver, and there were certain plays where I needed a deep bomb to the outside, and I couldn't get it to him because he's not a deep threat receiver. Like, he does double moves and shit like that. That's what he's good at. And I was like, well, let me move him around again. I still want to use him, but I can't focus the offense around him. And Aguilar, because he's on kickoff returns, he will suffer fatigue. So Renfro will get his reps if I'm not running the ball as much. Like if I'm on a pass-heavy spree, definitely Renfro will get in there. But that was a beautiful, beautiful execution, beautiful drive. The aggressive blocking plus this run block, impact block ability that we're doing, that's like a deadly combination. I can't lie, dude. Dude couldn't block shed for shit. I even felt it, bro. I could look at my... There's no need to hold turbo. Yeah, he was on a 2-win streak before he came to see me. We love it. I just don't like playing Cowboys with like the same jerseys, bro. Like, Cowboys home jerseys is white. I don't know why they want to be special, why they want to do that. And then when they change their colors, it doesn't register for the other team. It's the only team that does that shit. Especially where I'm wearing black and they got a navy blue, and it's a little tough there, man. I could have had another pick on that drive, but I didn't know he had a receiver coming across.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome.
All right, so the Saints,
in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked
if he
like.
doesn't have Jameis Winston in there, I'm just going to play a cover 2 defense. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I'm playing cover 2. He doesn't have a speed threat, and his 2 quarterbacks, Taysom Hill and Drew Brees, they cannot throw it down the field. So I can play like a cover 2 Tampa with Drew Brees and a cover 2 sync with Taysom Hill. So that's pretty much my game plan when I play the Saints. And I'm just going to stick to it. And I might introvert with like cover 6 invert or cover 6 trap, cover 9. But for the most part, I just want to make sure that both deep halves are covered. I don't feel like he has a threat to go down the middle of the field. So I'm just going to play my cover 2 defense. Press. And then I can just kind of linger. We got a hard flat over there.
Throwing on first down is Breeze.
Just look at there. All you got to do, man. Just play a cover 2 defense on the Saints.
That's an excellent play by the defender.
You're not throwing it deep.
Let
me just do it again. Give me a hard flat and then just kind of use her. Use the vert hook. Stay with it. See, that's all you got to do, bro.
There's Vic Beasley. Always tough to block.
Stay with it. Stay in the cover 2. No need to switch. We'll pass rush to the left. Put him in a hard flat. Press. Pass commit. That's it. And then just kind of use her. Anything that comes as a threat. Look at her. He cannot throw it deep. You take advantage of Breeze not being able to throw the ball or push it down the field. He has a low throw power. Even though he does have an ability, he's not going to be able to push it past those thresholds of the Tampa.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down.
But you still got to make your adjustments. Like, don't just sit in it and not do anything. Like, as you've seen, I made adjustments. Kind of take the little quick reads away.
Nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards.
All right, we're going to go back doing what we did in the last game. We're going to go ahead and turn this on aggressive. I got playing my friend yesterday, man. It helped me realize that I need to go back to doing this because he was just blitzing the shit out of me. It's like, well, we can actually put an extra lineman in with more awareness, and that'll make it even better.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
So we got Denzel Good in there.
First carry for Josh Jacobs.
I don't care if I get the holding call. Because my main thing here is I want to wear him out, you know?
Be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Go ahead. I don't know what he was in. It's fine, though. Because there's a couple of plays I do like to take shots on. Like this wide curl. 2 deep safeties. Go ahead. Smart route. Smart route. Slide, protect, block. He's got a quick pass over there to Tyrell Williams as an option. So we're going to look at that first. If it's not there,
flush to his right.
Go ahead to rack. Good shit, Moreau. Now, I forgot. We go ahead and manually sub Waller in on this formation. So he's playing a cover 3. So what that's going to tell me is I'm going to need a 3-route read on the left. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to block Waller. We're going to just let Ruggs go deep. And then just push it right there. Boom, up the seam. That's another way to attack cover 3 with the wide curl. Remember my block 1, send 1 logic from Gun Bunch. You're either sending the running back or you're sending the tight end. Whichever side that you plan on throwing the ball to, you block the opposite side. It's the same like on defense. You know, I have a send 6 logic. You have a block 6 logic on offense.
But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of the offensive side of the ball.
Obviously, we can RPO this. He's going to probably play hard flats. Make sure we got. I could probably run stretch, probably, but.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football.
We get the ball back at halftime, so I'm not worried about that too much. I mean, I wish I would have got it.
On the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead.
Good tackle.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Again, we're going to stay with the cover 2 format. I was doing big nickel last time. So I'm going to stay with it. That way I still have a good pass rush. It's like a 3-4 storm setup with all the pass rushers that I have on the field. So pass rush to the left.
Just shy of the 30. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara.
There we go. Look at that. Boom.
And he stopped immediately there.
Stay with it. I know I want to run cover 2, but Trey, I'm going to run cover 3.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is.
All right, defend the slot. I go back to cover 2.
You know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback.
Just like that.
That's good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now a first down carry. It's
good tackle, White.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of
Stay with it, man. We'll go back to cover 2, put the hard flat on the field with the defensive end, crash to the right side.
But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay.
Well, go damn, that cover 2 is nice against the Saints, bro.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case,
you can't get over that cloud flat. So we got the crash right with the defensive end and the hard flat to defend the running back out the backfield. And he's not going short. I'll probably play hard flats here and then put a 3rd over there with a hard flat adjustment. He can't do nothing. And we're going to just keep that format for the whole game. Keep that format. That cover 2 defense against the Saints. Remember, it's Taysom Hill. If you got a deal, you got to go cover 2 sink. If it's Drew Brees, you just play drop zone. All right, so what we're going to do here, go ahead, smart route that, block the tight end, slide protect to the left. It's going to be our cover 3 beater. Chases.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
User catch.
25. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all
Didn't go as I wanted it to.
That's a gain of 31
but
with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. So in Saints territory now.
All right, so we're gonna run this out to the left as is. I'm gonna have to block the running back, and I'm gonna have to slide protect to the left, and we're gonna look.
From the gun, Carr.
We had to read over there.
As he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
It's the read I wanted.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it.
Try
in
it one more
pre-snap
time.
and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass.
Slide
leads
protect to the
2nd
left.
and 10 from the
Block the
25.
running back. Double team with the ID.
Throwing again. Carr.
Beautiful dot! Look at the touch pass do the work.
Inside the 5.
Let's fucking go.
3. And a nice gain of 21.
Told you, man, go to practice mode before you start playing, bro. You throw these dots. Look at that. Come back out here with the 6 offensive lineman package. That's gonna take us to the 2-second quarter. Come on, 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 come on. ID.
They'll run it with Jacobs.
Look at them boys just get pushed down.
Taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 6-0 our score after 1.
Got 6 offensive linemen on the field.
One more time with Jacobs.
Look at there, boom.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders.
We start using these 6 offensive lineman packages a lot more with this technique.
Add on to their lead. Second effort there,
Baiting.
he was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example.
I'm gonna
of what
come out in
coaches
another
talk
6
about.
offensive
A back
lineman
that runs
package.
behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
Go ahead and move the tight end over there to the left.
So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up
Protect
to
the
go
blind
for
side.
2. They'll try to
Look at the
run it
blocking.
with Jacobs.
Look at that.
And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it. As he
Well,
gets
not
the
just the
touchdown
touch pass,
and
because
the
you're not going to want to touch
conversion.
pass everything, you know. But definitely when you need it to get over that second level,
Following the touchdown,
you
ready
gotta
to kick
you
it
gotta
away
get
is
in there and you
Carlson.
gotta get the muscle memory down on it.
On the return, Deontay
Like I was in a
Harris.
point where I was throwing too many bullet passes, and that shit was costing me games, bro. And then not only was it that, you know, I was using Renfro as my outside guy, and he didn't have a very good good press release, so it kind of just really just killed me into forcing passes that I shouldn't have. I'm gonna stay with the cover 2 Tampa here, and I'm gonna just keep the logic,
Getting set for their next drive, the New
keep the
Orleans
flat on that
offense.
side,
They've
actually
shown precious
flat.
little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Look at there. Told you.
This time for Smith, and
Play the
it's
Saints, just run cover 2 defense.
picked by Darryl Worley.
Don't try to do too much. Just play cover 2 defense.
At the 36-yard line.
Drew Brees is not throwing it downfield unless he
This is a
sets his
veteran
feet.
quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. I
And not
think
too many
if this
people will
was
tell you
trouble,
that, man.
the second
Like I
is
learned
in
this
his
like
hand.
not too long ago. I was playing this guy, and he torched me one game, like really bad, bro. He just like dominated the fuck out of me. I can't lie. And I was like, man, there's got to be something that I'm doing wrong here, you know. But definitely
Now after the INT, it's Carr.
possession.
And the throw left sideline
That's
here
fine.
is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting
Nice.
another
We can actually
couple of
do
stops
incorporate
and
the
forcing
run
them into
game
at least a long field goal
to what we're
situation.
doing. And then we can go ahead and get Aguilar in. Got that extra blocker to the outside. Know he's in man coverage, but just get him out of the way.
Now the
Look at that.
man, this is Theo Riddick. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense.
The main thing here
It's
is
gonna be a big hitter, but you know
he's
they'll
doing
take
a lot of
result
stuff he
on each
shouldn't be
and every
doing.
attempt.
Like he's doing a lot of baseline press now. He doesn't know what he's doing. So we're gonna block a running back here. Actually, you know what? Keep the running back. There's just gonna have to be a 5 route read. I'm not gonna do no slide protects. Look at her, trying to do too much. Trying to do too much. Even the bullet pass got through. Even though I didn't try to throw it, but it still went like it was supposed to. So I'm not mad. Beautiful fucking read. Beautiful playmaker.
So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all.
But I think I'm on all cylinders right now, man.
Some way, somehow to slow them down.
Definitely gonna start staying in practice mode before I start playing on my streams, instead of just trying to warm up on a ranked game. That shit doesn't always work well for me. I get frustrated.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
All right, same thing, guys. We're just gonna stay in a Tampa 2 defense. There's no need for me to do anything extracurricular. Put a hard flat on his side. We can use her the middle. It's not going to throw it deep. I could probably put a hard flat on that side. Whichever side I feel threatened by, I put the hard flat on. And then we just defend the slot.
I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force
I could probably put like 2 hard flats.
6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Hard flat, hard flat.
On 2nd and 4. Shotgun now for Breeze. He's going to wind up in air.
Look at her. Told you to stay in the cover 2 defense and adjust. Stay in that cover 2. Anytime you play the Saints. Don't worry about the ifs, ands, or buts. Play the cover 2 defense.
And I just wonder, because I don't think
he does not have the throw power to push it down the field.
I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and
kind of split the safeties again with Aguilar?
Operating from the gun, Carr. He's airing it out for Williams.
Look at that.
Inside the 15. And he will be marked down.
I was a little worried I was going to underthrow it.
It's a big play there for Vegas.
Come back down in here. Run the ball again. Oh, man. He's not adjusting, bro. This is why you don't run the 3-3-5, dude. Like, he's not paying attention. Look what I'm in, bro. I got 6 offensive linemen. 2 tight ends.
Running is Jacobs. And the Raiders are going to be set up with a
always pay attention to what personnel your opponent is using. Yeah, man, I went to practice mode, bro. And then after last night, after our lab, bro, really just opened my mind. Turned the aggressive blocking on. Look at that. He run committed, and he couldn't even get through. You seen that? He run committed and couldn't get through. Y'all got to start doing this, man. Look at that. Their line just big boyed him. Hey, that's some grown man football right there. Look at that. Run committed. And could just push them back.
That's all he gets. He'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And it'll be encouraging.
That's why you don't play 3-3-5 defense, man. People run all over that shit once they figure this shit out.
28-0 now.
I'm trying to stay with it, man. There's no need for me to really try to do anything. Stay with the cover 2 defense. Don't need to switch it. If I do switch, I'll play a cover 6. It still defends both deep halves. I don't see him really trying to attack me down the middle of the field if I'm using it. So I'm fine with that. I can switch up whatever I'm doing. He's going back to that. We'll stay in the cover 2, bro. I'm not going to switch it up. Find the running back, hard flat, the running back, press in the bunch. Wait till someone crosses my route before I decide that I need to defensive assist. Okay, so that's going to be my defensive assist.
Sometimes they just make a joke.
Look at her.
All right, guys.
Stay in the cover 2 defense. Trust the process. Go ahead and try to attack him deep real quick.
But as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback.
Put a zig under there. See, one thing he's doing wrong is baseline press. Now, I will probably attack that in a minute, but we got a bomb right here. Rack possession. Boom.
Touchdown, Raiders. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders are pouring it on.
And just torch this 2-man under defense, bro. It's just a sad story. He's doing a lot of things that I've mentioned in the past that you should not do. Baseline press is a no-no. Regardless what you're doing, do never baseline press unless you're just going up against people that run like outside runs and shit. That's the only time. But other than that, you should not, in the pass game, you should not be doing baseline press. You give free release, and it's not going to bode well for you. So we'll actually go nickel normal here. Play the cover 2. Slide protect, hard flat, press, pass commit. That's it. It's the only adjustments I'm doing. I'm not changing anything else.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you.
Let him run into the flat. That's fine. I'll give him the underneath.
Get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays
But I'm not. I could actually.
Not necessarily what you look at your plays. Oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands.
I'm gonna actually do this with a man line. Man line, press, hard flat, and that'll help me switch over. Look at her. He knows he can't pass it deep. He's going to try to quick pass it. Man line, press, hard flat, the defensive end, the Leo in this situation.
Here's Breeze to throw.
I tried to reroute to him. That was my fault. I didn't jump on him fast enough. Let's try it again. Press, man line, press. I should be. Watch for the deep route. Lock onto the deep. Oh, I messed it up. That should have been a pick. Oh. So it's man line, press, hard flat, third. Just like that. That's the only adjustment I'm going to do.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze.
It's fine.
He won the fight for the football. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts.
Man line, press,
Stop the clock with 24
shade inside.
to go in this first half.
We're going to give him a soft squat adjustment and him a hard flat. Oh, he hiked it before I was ready.
Now we'll get a quick timeout.
Let's try this again. We'll put a soft man line, press, soft squat, hard flat.
To throw again on second down.
Push him out of bounds because shit. Okay, so now he's trying to hard flat, man line, press, hard flat, soft squat. That switches me to that. Look at that. Simple adjustments. I don't mind putting a soft squat on his number 1 if I put it like a drop zone hard flat underneath on him. So that way I won't have to user him. The CPU will user him. I don't know if I can do that in a man line, press, hard flat, soft squat. Everything's locked up. Simple adjustments, man. You ain't got to do like crazy 20 button sequences. Only thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take that out route and make it a zig.
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up.
I'm not worried about that because we do have Waller.
One-play drives exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown.
Yeah.
It was fairly easy last time.
They're killing me on those sideline passes right now.
We'll see if it's that easy here.
Still look at it as completion in my book.
2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We
I'm
step
surprised this
aside.
dude ain't
This is
tapped
the
out
NFL.
yet. 35, nothing, bro.
We saw this franchise do this back in the 09 Super Bowl. The Saints will start the second
Oh,
half.
here we go.
Oh, the Saints recovered it.
Here we go with this shit. Ah! Stay with it, guys. Stay with it, fellas. Stay with the Tampa 2. Man line, press.
He's gonna lead the Saints up
Hard
here,
flat.
1st and 10 at their own 44. Off of play action, he'll look to throw.
No, right to me. Ah! No! I didn't jump to it. We'll get it next time, man. We'll get it next time.
It's good for a first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Come on. As long as he's not doing no crazy adjustments, we're fine.
To throw, it's Breeze.
Just stay with that.
Throwing deep.
Look at there. Oh, that was a good catch, bro. I can't take that. No. I can't take that away. That's a good catch.
Latavius Murray, 37 yards, and the Saints are able to.
Now it is man on man right there.
And that's another route that defenders will vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline.
The DDA's trying to help him a little bit on these onside kicks.
And it resulted in a touchdown.
Maybe he won't quit now. He scored a touchdown.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
We're going to try something new. There's another way to attack this cover too. Instead of sending the slot vertical, we're going to send the outside vertical double motion.
The Raider offense set to get this
Kind
drive started.
Do it like
Still
this. Outside vertical or not vertical, fade, right?
So
you're going to double motion him in, out. Okay, he's not in, he's baseline. Okay, so just let him be like that. Go ahead and set the slide protection up. And if the outside receiver runs, it's going to open up Waller underneath. Wow.
It's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their
Wow.
advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this
Just
case,
go with the fade
it was
again.
timed really
All right, so see, I'm going to show you why you don't baseline press right here. You see Aguilar? If I pass lead this inside, I could probably pass lead lob.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side.
See, he's not going to be able to pick it. Now, if I would have had Ruggs over there, let me find and put Ruggs on the outside.
Let's
try that again.
But these guys are absolutely not going to let up.
You going to do it again?
They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to
Or he
connect
learned his
in that
lesson.
attempt.
Okay, so he's not going to do it again. Okay, that's fine. Just going to push him back over there. Man line.
Throwing his car on 3rd down.
Boom.
Able to find
User catch it.
Waller. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That his first catch
See if
so
I can move
far.
Ruggs
They've got him
around.
under wraps, but he's got a first down
Catch him in
there.
that baseline press again so that I can show you what I mean. See, baseline press, got him. And nothing I have to worry about. Just go ahead and set my slide protection up. And go ahead and set a vertical up on that side. We're just going to lob this bitch.
Now Carr again.
Pass lead inside.
Deep for Ruggs.
That's why you do not baseline press.
Inside the 5.
Because if I see it, I'm going vertical.
Touchdown, Raiders. Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the silver and black continue to roll. This offense, they were dynamic.
You give me a free release off the line with a receiver that doesn't have a very good release rating, I'm gonna take that every day, all day, every day.
In the first half is getting this done. It's confidence as well, and confidence has taken over.
Now it doesn't mean press him, because if you fuck up the press and he gets off on you, he gonna beat you that way too. You can't necessarily press speed receivers with the AI. You have to user press it. Alright, so he's back to the tray wide. We're going to stick with the cover 2. We're going to go tap 2 contain. Make sure we have a hard flat, soft squat. And then just stay with the route. Ain't worried about it. We can make adjustments. Hard flat. Third press.
On play action, Winston. Oh, going for Sanders downfield.
As long as he's making contact, I'm not worried about it. See, now he's trying to do cover 2 beaters, so I can make a few adjustments to kind of clamp that up. I can force that deep half to play the mid-third.
Maybe sometimes for the defense,
and play that outside third hard flat on the other side, and then take that deep half on the other side and probably man him up on the possible deep threat. Probably on the outside or the slot, but I don't mind, you know. I'm not always gonna sit there and goose egg everybody. Alright, so same thing right here. He's backing everybody up, so obviously we're not going to go deep. Okay. Go ahead and open up some RPOs.
And they'll begin by running the option. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to
Gotta
the
play
30.
smart here.
Decided to hand it off.
No need for me to force balls down the field with a 42-14 lead.
Nice steady gain.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Go ahead and move him over.
They go back to the ground. This time Jacobs. And he'll slip his way up across
Give
the
him a
30
heavy
to
dose
the
of the run
32.
game.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Yeah, I don't know why this guy's not very smart.
They'll keep it on the ground.
Run commit, and we still go forward.
He's stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just
Really
a 1-yard
want to
pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
catch this guy with a hard flat.
They do go for it. It's Carr. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he will have first
Having a
down
field day,
yardage as
bro.
he's
We're gonna
brought
stay in
down
that
at
cover
the
4,
41.
man.
And the
Why
drive
not?
stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
He's backing everybody up, so when they back everybody up, go ahead and do this. Slide protect to the left.
On first down, Carr got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Just use that in case they back him up.
Let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming
Bro.
to it and not allowing that to happen?
Bro.
Did not let him get downfield.
Oh man, I need to quick hike him. I'm gonna go 4 verticals and just quick hike him, bro. He presses, I'm burning him. Come on, come on, come on, come on! They saved him. Alright, so he's backed off. So what we're gonna do, go ahead, slide protect over here. Go ahead and move him into the pocket to help block the blind side a little bit.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs.
I'm gonna pay for backing them up, man. I'm gonna hit you with the screen.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Raiders on 3rd down.
You keep going. Make up your mind. Make up your mind. All right, so he's bringing them all over there. Bringing the safety down. I'm gonna give him the sell.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Got an open man. It's Ruggs.
And smoke screen routes, man. They are so clutch. Another thing that we can do here, man, is come out in the tight end sub package.
He's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
He's doing too much. So this is a 5 route read.
Carr now on 1st down.
Oh yes, yes, we forced the PI. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We will take it.
They saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
Oh my God! Come on!
You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way.
Boom! That's why you do not baseline press. Look at that dot.
Caught for a Raider touchdown.
Telling this man he need to stop baseline pressing, bro. I'm gonna go vertical on that shit.
Well, they just continue to roll. And Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to
do not baseline press, fellas.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this.
Your defense will get murdered.
I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their
Can y'all see how I'm mixing it up, man? I'm not really staying too much in the same things, you know, like I'm coming out different formations, different plays, kind of keeping them off bias. You know, this dude's staying in the same formation the whole game, and it's not boding well for him. This why you don't want to be one of those one formation, you know, reliabilities. It's not gonna be good for you. I'm using like big nickel, wide 9. Mixing it up. Like I can probably go dime, cover 2. Just mix it up. Just get the personnel matches on the field. Give me a hard flat, soft squat, and then we'll just use her. We could probably put a third, because he's gonna do like cover 2 beaters. And we stay with it, and he's got nowhere to go.
When you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So we can keep staying in it.
Point down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually
I don't feel like he's going to go vertical on that soft squat.
They can sit back, keep everything in front of
and that soft, as long as I got a hard flat over there, I don't think the soft squat's going to drop underneath. So I go hard flat, put a third right there, and then play that deep half. And I'm fine. Like, he can have that, but he ain't getting no one plays. Soft squat. And just kind of stay with it. Right, look at there. Right to me. Just know your opponent's strengths and weaknesses, man. I know the Saints can't throw it deep unless you put Jameis Winston in. You know, as long as he ain't in the game, I'm going to stay in cover 2.
If you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of
so your scheme will change based on the teams you play. So another thing right here is, if I want to go to the right, then obviously the left side needs to be accounted for, right? So I don't want to block with him, but I do want that flat route read. So what we're going to do is we're going to move him over here. Protect the blind side. Even, you know what, I should actually protect this side.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr.
I got circle wide open. Look at that. Ah! I don't know how I missed that.
Was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's go Z spot, go.
Faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the
so
secondary.
We'll block the.
They've been shredded throughout the game.
Block the fullback. Motion the halfback. slide protect to the left because the tight end's blocking on the right side.
Carl trying again on second down.
Oh my God! Oh! Should have thrown a touch pass. That's fine.
Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon.
Just slightly misangled it.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there?
Stay with the cover two.
I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done.
Hard flats on both sides.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Well,
and I'm not fine, you know, I'm not mad, you know, like hard flat, hard flat.
A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10. Now Breeze finding Kamara, and he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the
hard
45.
flat spy, hard flat,
First down there on a gain
and
of
just
11.
user.
Shotgun now for Breeze.
Oh, that's covered, and we just come back to the middle. We see it developing. Look at that. We don't stay with the route all the way to the sideline. Let it go. He's got to reroute. Always anticipate the route to develop. Again, two-man. Go ahead, put the fade on the right side. Slide protect. Go ahead and take Cam Jordan out of this play. Trent has the post-up ability, so he has dominant double-team blocking.
Now after the INT, it's Carr.
Had the quick pass.
Now he's forced out right.
Look at her come back to the ball. That's what I'm talking about, Waller.
And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there. As that will lead us
That's what I'm fucking talking about. Come back to it. Don't run into the zone. I'm going to go to the left here with this ball, so we're going to have to take Aguilar, push the safety deep. Go ahead and just block the tight end on the backside. Don't want to get blindsided on the backside, so make sure we have the double team ability on and activated. And then just kind of... Oh, I had it, but I didn't want to try it. User catching. It's a small window. I should have like touch passed. Let's try it again.
Here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're
In
going to
this
stack
streak
the line
for
of
this team.
scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange.
Actually, since he's going to do that, we're going to do it like this.
Moving, keep them moving.
Go double streaks.
Some first downs, just as good as running the football. And he'll look down
User. Ah!
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's like other ways to attack it. I could probably do like a quick pass, bunch trail. Really just, he's not pressed on me, so if I can low ball.
Even for those big tight ends, who you would think could absorb that contact.
If I can low ball this, I can get him.
To throw on third down, Carr. Now he's flushed out, and he will go down outside of the pocket.
One time.
Trying to get away, but could not. The Saints going to call the
I
first
need
of their
18,
timeouts.
so like a dig route.
As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to
Should
do
get in.
next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the
Try to
offense
touch
out
pass
there
this.
and go for it here on fourth.
Obviously going to have to block the running back here. I'm going to trust that he's the guy that's coming.
Carr to throw for it on fourth down.
Got R1 over there. Wait for it, wait for it. I got X. I don't want to throw that.
Trying to improvise.
You know his defense going to be tired, bro.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
Oh my god, bro. Like, that's ridiculous.
That because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Just have all day.
How about this? Fourth and long, and they're going to go for it.
Alright, I don't like this. He could be blitzing. And the only thing about this is, fuck it, you know? Yep, he's blitzing. And he dumbed out. Oh, he would have had it. His blitzer dumbed out. I was like, what? Alright, we're going to play cover 2 drop. This should probably help us against that deep mid. If I could play like that mid third.
And they'll get this down to the 10. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Well, depending on the
Go back to the nickel normal, play the cover 2. Slide protect to the right, hard flat, soft squat. And then just kind of user the middle. Look at there. Locked up. He put Jameis in. But it's fine. Because we're inside the red zone, so we good. I didn't even realize he put Jameis in. But we fine. We're inside the red zone. Hard flat, soft squat. I'm gonna leave those zones as is, because I'm gonna user that. He's gonna come across. Anticipate, baby. Anticipate. Knew it was gonna come. Perfect usury. Anticipate routes are open. And get over there. Because if you're locked on a receiver, man, on the sideline, you got like 4 or 5 bodies over there. You ain't got no business being over there. Get up and move. Find the empty space on the field. Let the defensive assist go and find that spot on the field where you need to be. Go ahead, put this double team on. And then give me that zig route. That should give me a little separation for Ruggs.
Carr gonna look to throw.
And man, got pancaked. Got a double team over here. Stay with him. Stay with him. Look at the aggressive blocking is. Oh, fucking key. Fuck. What I did, I threw the wrong pass. I mean, it was a good read. I just underthrew it. That's fine, but look at how that blocking is, man. I might use aggressive blocking more, man. That's fun. I have all day to throw the ball. Probably should have threw a lob pass. Next time I find myself in this situation, I will. Alright, so third. Soft squat, hard flat.
Obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive and a lot?
Look at it. Boom! Look at it, covered.
For a lot of coaches,
he caught that. Oh! Press. Hard flat, soft squat, third. Yeah, man, that should be covered. And then I'll cover the crossing routes. You can have that.
And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
So I can do like a Mabel with the hard flat and use her possible curl flat. I won't have to set zone drops. So crash, hard flat, soft squat, third, and then user. Look at there, soft squat picks it off. That's how you run that cover 2, fellas. The best way to run that cover 2. And see, I don't mind playing the soft squat because as long as he has a hard flat underneath, he's not going to play any underneath routes. He's not going to dumb out and play an underneath route and let someone throw over the top on him. He's going to back up and find the next person to defend. So I like to ISO the soft squat, the ISO receiver. Usually it's safe to do that. As long as you put like a hard flat over there. He'll match up with a deep receiver down the field. And man coverage. But see, the thing about soft squats is they play the ball a lot aggressively compared to man coverage. But they'll stick to the route as man coverage as long as they don't get, you know, manipulated to play, you know, another route, like people that do like crossing routes. Like if you do like a flood route concept and you have a flat route coming up underneath, how he'll go from high to low and he'll drop down to play the flat route. If you put the defensive end in that flat route, he's not going to jump to that route. He's going to jump from the high route, which might be a vertical or a corner route, to like a medium route, so like an out route or something like that. So it's definitely something that you guys should add to your game. And definitely, man, I know I slowed down a little bit in the fourth quarter, but that's fine. I'm still scoring points. You know, I'm playing smarter. And definitely, I'm going to kind of show these interceptions of how he's doing this in this cover 2 defense, okay? So we're playing the hard flat. The reason why I'm playing a hard flat is when you're coming out in 20 personnel. Okay, 20 personnel, they do not have a tight end on the field. It's 2 running backs, 3 wide receivers, a lot of speed on the field. So your defensive ends, you can either, you can blitz this, because they're not going to have the best protection, or if you blitz it, you're going to leave those flats open usually. You know, people, you know, they run this personnel, they're usually going to run flat routes. So I'm always trying to take, because I'm in the wide 9, I can get off that, I'm starting off in the seam. So I don't have too many yards to go. I got like 5 to 10 yards to get to the outside to his zone. I'm going to kind of slow it down. I'm going to keep the cover 2 on the right side of the formation. And as you can see in the 3 routes, like I do give up the hard flat on that side, but I'm fine on the right side of the field not giving up anything deep. Okay, the mid read picks up the traditional cover 2 beater route. See, as he bites over to the inside crossing route. So that's why I like the Tampa 2. When it plays like that, it plays smart. Okay, now in the soft squat, see how the soft squat, he stays with the deep route. And look how many yards he's playing on the soft squat. We're looking at the 25. So he's playing 5 yards would be his default on flats. So it's 10, 15, 20 yards, 24 yards on that soft squat. Okay, so it's different than a cloud flat. Cloud flat would probably be playing 10-yard drop off. So you probably say he'll be playing 10 yards. He'll probably play right here on the 10. And reason why you can know is because I left this side of the field the same. Kind of look at how Mullins plays roughly around the 10-yard before he tries to play to the receiver. So it's like right there on that side, and then you go look at the soft squat side. He's going to match up with his guy. Okay, so you see he's back a little bit deeper, and he's already engaged to the receiver a lot more than this corner is. See, once this guy drops, like right here, Worley's still playing this man. And Worley's not super fast, man. I just like him on the outside because of his size, and he can match up with most, bigger receivers. You don't want to have a small cornerback playing on the outside because you get matched up. And I did this a while back. I had a Mick Robertson playing on the outside in that same position, and I'd get him matched up with Mike Evans, and Mike Evans would just moss him all day. And I was like, I can't do that. I can't leave a smaller guy on a bigger guy. That's no, especially if they high point pass it. But it's definitely just some things, when you play zone coverage, some things that you guys can do. And then as far as what I was doing with the other guy, I had him playing the mid-third to kind of protect over the top on the middle crossing route. So he was playing this mid-third. He was shading inside a little bit towards the hash marks, whereas the deep half was playing more towards the numbers. So I was protecting that and trusted that this soft squat was going to stick that man, and I could use her anything that was going to be underneath. So I didn't have to worry about dropping to a hard flat. I had the defensive end over there, and my user was kind of free, and the underneath zones, if anything, would have kind of picked up right there. So it's just something that I feel like you guys can look at. Let me kind of go and look at some more plays. Look, this is Tampa 2 defense, bro. A lot of people sleep on it. Same thing against trips. I'm going to start running this against trips instead of running cover 3. Because anytime you run cover 3 against trips, either A, you have to do a lot of adjustments. But if you're dealing with a quick hiker, you know, you're gonna get exposed. And sometimes they'll quick hike you when you switch to a defensive lineman, or they'll quick hike you when you're on a guy you don't want to be on, that you are mid adjusting. And you know, the Tampa 2, it protects a lot of that. You know, I'm user in the safety in this situation. There's no reason for me to user anything underneath. I'm playing I'm playing, you know, I gave up the hard flat on that side, and that's fine on the trip side. I gave up the hard flat just so that I could have a guy pass rush on that side. Because if I wouldn't have rushed that defensive end, he would have had a little bit more time. It would have been like a 2-man rush. I had the hard flat, and because the hard flat was over here and that guy seen it, he kind of backed up a little bit to play the route over the top. Now I kind of chased this guy to kind of take that read away from him. Kind of look at my user, my safety. Initially I'm taking the X away because I know I have a soft squad over there, just long enough for me to kind of let them zones gravitate over there. Just want to kind of fill that void before you kick over and find something else. Okay, I see the crossing route developing. I know that I have a hook curl and a mid read. He probably could have threw that. I probably chased the wrong guy because I did have a hard flat and a curl flat and a hook curl over there. I shouldn't have even chased that. But because I did, it allowed him to have this space in the middle where he thinks he can throw it, right? So when I seen that, I stopped chasing. Like, if you watch my user, I'm turning around. There's no need for me to follow him to the end zone or to the corner. I've got zones all over that field. He's not going to be able to pass lead it. And I feel like that soft squat will, you know, adjust necessarily. He comes back and I'm all on it. I even have another guy defending it. You know, the mid read was on it, but I was able to jump out in front of it. So it's just, you know, things like that. Kind of go back in here. Look at these interceptions, bro. Staying in the cover 2. I think I went 2 hard flats, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 2 hard flats on the defensive end with a spy. I did a 1-man rush. I don't often do this, but when you play people that run slant routes, you know, they can't throw it deep. You know, obviously he has Breeze. I know he can't throw it deep, so we're staying with the Tampa 2. He's going to be running crossing routes, underneath routes, nothing really deep. And all I have to do is just find whoever the deep man is. Obviously the tight end. I stayed with him, took that read away. Look, I got 4 zones over here versus 2 men plus an over the top man. Look over here. 4 guys over here plus an over the top man versus 3 guys. So I got everything pretty much locked up, covered. And then it allows me, now he did have a guy, if he would have stayed in the pocket, he had a guy over there on the left. But that would have been my user. If he would have stayed in the pocket, I would have stayed with him. But because he's rolling out to the right, he's not going to be able to make that throw accurately. You know, keep in mind, throw accuracy and throw power, all of that is delegated to your spot on the field where your quarterback is. It's not necessarily how many yards vertically you go, it's how far the ball has to travel from the quarterback to the receiver. So if you're throwing cross field, you're probably throwing it 70, 80 yards on, you know, a 40-yard pass, you know. So definitely that's going to hurt you, and you're not going to necessarily throw a dime throwing it across the field. I've yet to see anybody do it. So that's why I didn't mind bringing a 5th guy over to the rollout side versus 2 guys, and over the top guy. Definitely got the pick, forcing in traffic. Kind of look at it again, Tampa 2. This time I think I'm sliding the D-line to the right. I don't think I went. Yeah, I went slide D-line right, played a hard flat, had a soft squat in the mid-third. Actually, I was usering that. I was using third and half with the safety. Still running the crossing routes. Tampa 2 stays out in front of it. Forces the ball right to the safety. So if you're playing people that like to run slants all damn day, definitely Tampa 2 is going to be the main go-to. Now look at here. Look at this dime we drop. You don't get better pass than that, bro. That's why you don't baseline press, bro. It's like, look at this. That's his first mistake. Anytime I see this right here, he's got a ghost lined up in front of him. That's why you don't baseline press. You're giving my receiver a free release. He's not going to get jammed. He's not going to get slowed down. He's going to get... A free release means that his acceleration is going to help him get up to his top speed a lot faster than you being on the line of scrimmage trying to jam up. You're not even looking at my receiver, bro. And you're running backwards first step. So my acceleration is going to kick in, and I'm just going to run stride for stride and then beat you because I'm in full speed first. Look at her. Just slowly get out in front of him. You don't get a better read than that. And then look at it, bro. That man is small, trying to defend that bigger receiver. Look, a whole head taller than this man. Just boom, just drop it in the bread bucket. This was a good play by him. Like I should have been a pick. It was covered. It's just I don't know how he caught it. Everything was covered. He should have threw that right there. Because I didn't have to follow that route. I should have chased that route and went vertical. That way I would have been in position. But I guess he was tunnel visioned on that slant receiver. I'm surprised he didn't throw it down the middle. I could have put a third on there. That's what I wanted to do. This should have been... That's just a good catch, bro. I guess he got on the animation. This is what happened when you get on the animation before the defense, because I think that's what happened. Yeah, he was already in the animation before I clicked on. So, that was a good catch by him. I can't take nothing away from that. This is adding extra lineman to the package. Using the impact block with the center. Look how he just drives him off the ball. Like, pushes him back. He can't get a block shed. Look at this. Everyone gets picked up in the run game. Everyone. He's trying to come through the run fits. And you would think that gap right there, there's two gaps right here that are open in this formation. It's two gaps. You got one between the tackle and the guard. And then you got one between the guard and the center. But he thinks he can come through it, right? But because I did the impact block with the center, he kicked off the double team. He uses that double team to help drive that gap open, right? Push him off, and then immediately he goes to look for somebody else. Okay, so he clears that gap and he picks up the next block, allowing the fullback to go up to the second level and lay that next key block on there. So make sure that when y'all do run the ball, make sure that y'all do utilize the impact block. Again, just staying in the cover two. Got a hard flat over there on the right. Try to take that away. He was trying to run those a lot. Look at there, that cloud flat, man. They want to run slants all day, man. Them cloud flats are on that shit. I'm trying to remember what I did here. I don't even remember what route I ran here. It says to Aguilar. Oh, this was the playmaker route. Zig under. I actually had an over-the-top read. I could have probably shortened that route by the tight end, or ran a vertical with the tight end instead of running the cross. Because if I would have ran vertical, it would have definitely been wide open tutty to Tyrell. But I went with the playmaker, caught his user out of position. Playmaker the drag zig up, got tutty. Look at all these picks I'm getting, bro. Just playing a cover 2 defense. Whole game. It's everything on the sidelines defended. And look, my safeties are in the right position, even on the post route. Like, he missed his window, I give him that, but I think I was usering on him. Yeah, that was my user. I was going to jump to it. Just stay with it. Force the routes to the outside. See how the flat route is covered and the slant to the outside is covered on both sides. That's that cover 2, bro. They run them slant flat combos, and then it allows you to kind of just user take away the middle, let it go to the dead route, the dead point of the route. And look at there, the safety's just sitting over there because you want to know why he's sitting over there. It's what happens when you don't manipulate the safeties to play where you need them to play. Like, sometimes if you want them to play deep inside, you're going to have to go up the seams with streaks. Okay, so if you want to run slant routes and you don't want the safety playing over the top on that specific side that you're trying to slant, you're going to have to send a vertical at them or something. You just keep running a bunch of underneath routes, you know, those slant routes are going to push those deep halves outside on both sides, because the outside receiver becomes the threat. There's nothing on the seams. Those outside receivers are damn near playing outside thirds. See how far out wide they are? They're playing almost on the sidelines. They're outside the numbers, the seam between the numbers. You run those flat routes, and they're going to be on the outside sidelines. Very aggressive. I'm going to show you how I attack the the 2 deep halves. It's not this play. I'm just looking at my big plays. Look at that. Almost underthrew that. I'm going to go back and look at the... look at all these picks I got. How many picks did I have? Just playing a cover 2, man. Look at that. Whole game just intercepting the ball. There's not a highlight for that one. A lot of incomplete passes. Coverage sack, cover 2. 3-man rush. Stayed with Kamara instead of chasing the route. Okay, he wanted to playmaker Kamara, I could tell. He had him on that route for a reason. Instead of chasing the route. See, if I would have chased the route, he would have had Kamara. I had to trust that my hook curl was going to play, and then my cloud flat was going to play. No need for me to chase it. I had so many plays on defense, they didn't even highlight my offense. Nope, this wasn't even a play. Look at this play though. You user. Yeah, they didn't even have that. How many picks did I have on defense? Jesus. Seven picks playing a cover 2 defense. That's crazy. You wouldn't even think he had all those reception yards, to be honest. Shit. Yeah, Waller with the 2 drops, man. Definitely clean that up. Yeah, 1 sack, 7 picks. Look at Worley, Arnett, Johnson, Joyner. Still in the ball, man. Play another one, man. We're rolling on all cylinders. Sorry if I bore y'all with highlights. But I always like to look at the highlights. It kind of tell me how I'm doing, you know. Damn, bro made a new account just to get dominated on. I wonder what I would look like if I made a new account. I wonder what my record would be. Oh, shit. No, I'm not gonna make a new account, man. It's pointless. You're not proving anything. And I'm not paying for extra subscriptions for PlayStation Plus. I mean, I know you can run, you know, one PlayStation Plus account, but if anything happens to your one account, you lose access to those games. Bang, bang, I'm Curry.
They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off.
Only thing that I don't like about playing Raiders versus Raiders is I like to look at my stats at the end of the game. And it's hard to distinguish sometimes which are your stats. So I can kind of see why people probably don't play team versus team. So if he friendly quits, I'll probably accept it. Yeah, I'll accept it just under that principle, because that's usually I wouldn't, but in this case I will, because like I said, I like to look at my user stats. Oh shit. When you request friendly quit, that gives you an L. Or does it? Nah, it doesn't count. It says its connection has been lost. That's fine. Okay. Yeah, but under that principle, man, I'll accept the friendly quit. If they send it. If they don't, then I don't mind. Oh, you know what? My tub is probably flooding. It is. Oh my god. I forgot. Oh boy. My water was running in my tub. Oh boy. That's gonna be a mess to clean up. I'm about to wash some clothes today. Shit. That's fine. Alright, so I think EA wants me to play him.
And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium.
Let's see what he does.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 20.
I'm probably gonna do it again, you know. I'll accept it, man, one more time. But if we match up again, we playing. Man, I got 14,000 rank points. I didn't realize that. 14,018. I want y'all to remember that. Write it down in the chat for me. 14,018. I'm gonna write it down. Gotta remember that. See how many points I get for a win. And see if it changes.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The
Bro.
atmosphere here electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black.
Bro.
They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders.
I should have just scouted this man.
And off we go from Las Vegas. Fielded just outside the goal line.
We playing this, buddy. I'm tired of declining. I'm gonna decline, man. I'm trying to play games on stream. Only way to get past this is one of us got to win, one of us got to lose. I'm gonna play Tampa too, bro. I'm in the outside quarter.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Stay with the Tampa. Give me a hard flat. Quarter.
To throw his Carr.
We on that.
Set up the screen. That's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
I'm not gonna blitz you, bro. Alright, trips will stay in the Tampa too.
Big loss on that first down
Need a
pass
hard
play.
flat.
And facing a 2nd and long.
Quarter.
This out quickly to Williams.
Good tackle.
They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Like double hard flats, maybe. Oh, missed that up.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker.
Mix it up every week. We'll probably play a 2-seat.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Carr gives to Richard. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Carr. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Lock it up.
2-yard gain, and the Raiders are going to get a new set of downs. A quick throw out to Williams. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near
I don't mind
40
playing
to
man match
39.
versus RPO
That one
spammers.
unable to develop, never got going.
It's gonna help me get off those blocks a lot faster.
Down.
Play Tampa 2 right here. Hard flat quarter.
Shotgun now for Carr. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he'll work
Probably just do like a
inside the
two-man
30 to
rush.
the 29-yard line.
Like a hard flat. Probably vertical spy.
No score after one on EA Sports.
Probably play like a cover 6 maybe. Keep the quarters over there where they're at.
This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on third down. On third down, Richard. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution.
He's probably mad he's not getting a big play.
And it all works out.
Alright, so we went strong slot. We'll play cover 3.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first
And then
down.
use our rugs.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And down inside the 15, shy
Like a
of
slide.
the 10.
Probably play like a blitz.
And it's enough for a Las Vegas
And
first
crash
down.
to that side.
To the outside, that's complete to
Good tackle.
Williams.
We'll
And
clean
he'll be
that up.
brought
Probably go
down
back to the
this
cover
time at
2.
the 5-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Cover 2 was getting me
So far,
better.
very nice, methodical opening drive.
Better
This has been a
sheds.
scripted drive that they rehearsed perfectly all
We'll
week
play cover
long,
3 here.
and now they're executing it on
Crash.
game day.
Script looks good so far.
D-line over. Oh, fuck.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll take it into
One thing I hate about the over edge is that glitch.
a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders drive.
Gonna have to use a
right down the
4-3
field
for
and
that.
score on the opening drive. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity, and we finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline,
That was my guy.
a bit just to get the football. And he's brought down. Opening drive touchdown, and 2-point conversion.
Amazing nowadays for the kickers. I've actually talked with a few of them. They're more concerned about the point after touchdown than actually missing regular field goals. So maybe the coach is taking some pressure off here and just going for 2 and saying, I'm saving you for the big stuff later.
He's hanging out by the net. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
One thing I noticed, man, this dude trying to kill clock against me. I got 2 minutes
Carr
to
and the
work with.
Raiders come up 1st and 10 at about the 32.
Do that zig route.
From the gun, it's Carr.
Damn, I had that throw. It's fine.
That is incomplete.
Turn aggressive blocking
That's
one.
Aguilar, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the
Seeing
play,
something.
hoping someone would come open downfield.
He's cover
But
4
they
drop
never
to
did.
2 spammer.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass,
Should be able
brings
to
him up 2nd
kill this
and
guy
10.
with this.
To throw again. Carr got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and
I
inches.
played a little different.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Carr completes it.
Dot him
He's
up.
able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
Nice touch pass.
Throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to
Hard
burn
flat.
one there after giving
Safety's
up
out a
the
little
first
wide
down.
here. Probably run off tackle, run it flipped.
On first down, it's Jacobs. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second
waste
of
his
their
timeouts.
timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a carry for Jacobs. And this carry
last time out.
terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. Boy, no
See that last time out?
He was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And John Gruden has made the call. His guys are going for it. Operating from the gun, Carr.
Oh my God, I can't believe I made that throw.
Touchdown,
Oh,
Raiders.
that wasn't even the guy I wanted. I accidentally pressed the wrong button.
There to make the grab. And the Raiders move back within a couple of the lead. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on
Risk
4th
ain't
down,
the
but
word.
not only did they get the first down, forget about that.
I
They got
can't
the
believe
end
I
zone.
made that throw
because
just
normally
straight
you're
up.
just thinking, can I get enough yardage
That was
to
just
get it
me
past the
trusting my
sticks and pick up
receiver,
a
I
first
guess.
down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he'll get into the end zone as
Nice.
the 2-point conversion is successful.
Just don't allow the big play, man. We're all right.
So 8-8 our score now as he'll send this
I'm
one
gonna stay
away.
with the Tampa. Probably cover 6, maybe.
From the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Trying to remember what he beat me with on that last drive. We'll go Tampa.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to
Hard
begin the
flat.
drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen.
He's got
too.
aggressive
A couple
line.
completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Shade over the
He's
top.
able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. They'll get 34 yards there.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal
Hook
range.
curl. That's my
But after that
user
shot
right there.
They've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that
Shade
was
over the
probably
top.
their thought offensively.
Quarter.
If we hit this, great. Let's go for the end zone.
Hard
If
flat.
not, settle
Get
for
on
a
the
field
hook
goal.
curl.
Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt.
Stay with it.
Rolling to his right. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense
Hook curl is
vulnerable.
always
They
be your
went for the
user in
bigger
this Tampa
shot.
too.
Went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Now Carr,
Hard
after the
flat,
incomplete
shade over the
pass,
top.
brings him up 2nd and 10.
Pass commit.
Throwing again. Carr. Escaping the pressure right.
Nice.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance.
Good block shed, Worley.
Your guy trying to throw the football.
And he'll be taken
I'm
down
gonna take a
well
timeout here.
the first at about the
That'll give me time to
36-yard
score
line.
if
The
he goes
Raiders
for a
gonna use
field
one
goal.
of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
I don't even remember what kind of coverage he was playing. Cover 4 drop.
And this one is right down Broadway. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage.
I don't think he was really
Well, the drive
blitzing
ends in
anybody.
just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room.
End around
Something
sift.
unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping
Can
up and down
beat
and
it.
celebrating because they have the lead, but
They
still,
need to get it in the middle of the field.
momentum in a game like this is important to a team. And they'll feel real good about
Yeah,
going
try to
in
get
and
it to the middle
regrouping.
and he doesn't go
Knowing
there.
that they are
Alright, so we're gonna try this. And I gotta really be critique on this throw.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find
I'm gonna
out
clear
just
this
how
box
much they
out.
trust their guys in this
We got
situation
man
if they
coverage.
decide to take a shot.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. He's got it at the 15.
Anything you can do, I can do better.
Timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Go ahead, take your points.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting
Match
3
up with them
points.
first half. Get the ball first the second half.
The kick by Carlson is good.
Good half.
And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. A tie game. I don't think anybody in this building, including you or I, was expecting that.
No, I would agree with that totally. I didn't expect to see it at all, but
Now with
I
the extra
like
lineman on the
going
field.
with this. You know, as you said, tie game, trying to steal a
Run the
possession,
ball.
steal an advantage, and you told your defense at the half you were going to do it, which also told them that you had confidence in them in case it failed, as that one just did.
And now you've given good field position here to start the third quarter.
He looks in the gaps.
Reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes that's a danger of putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
He likes his cover 4 defense.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
This one is a little bit different. It's a little tricky.
Throwing now is Carr. And that is
Willie Arnett.
incomplete. A lot of
So now he wants to
force
play
bearing down
man on
there.
the
He could
outside,
not
but he's
hang
doing
on.
it from
It's
a
3rd
nickel.
down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far.
My
Limited
best
scoring
bet.
opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance. that
Go to
goes
bench
unfulfilled.
pivot. Beat him with his
Incomplete
last
pass
play.
on that last
Slide
play, and that
protect.
means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
If you're going to do that, I'm going to put a comeback route over there.
From the gun, Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down.
Do it again.
So retract the yardage and retract the
Because
touchdown.
there's something about man coverage. It plays over the top, right? There's this little route right here by Williams. It's going to get wide
After the holding penalty,
open.
3rd and long.
Just kind of watch square.
Operating from the gun, Carr.
Oh, man, don't give him that. Don't give him that.
Chased out left.
Good fucking user.
His man, it's Williams. And he is going to have the Raiders first
little
down
risky.
as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 now in
Playing
Raider
that cover 4
territory
drop.
as they're down to the 29-yard line. They from the 25. The
Don't
second
give up
effort
on the
good
run,
for
you know?
him. The tackle made by Nicholas Morrow.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 20-yard line. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hole.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're
Playing a lot of this covered 4, so we probably get him with this curl switch concept. It's really just who he's going to use her.
Second and long following the holding penalty. From the gun, Carr.
Right there.
Oh!
Oh!
They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their
That was our
first.
throw, man.
And it's third down now.
It's not too many throws you're going to get like that. I don't have too many quarters beater. I could probably get him with the Z spot, go block the tight end. He's got some edge heat on there.
Operating from the gun, Carr.
User.
Man open left side, it's Williams. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. Fourth down.
I want that out route. He stays with man. We're going to put our best receiver on this. I'm going to go ahead and get Tyrell on the ball.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here,
Go ahead,
but
block.
instead they're going to go for it.
The running back. Gonna kick him out. See if we can get an ISO with Williams.
From the gun, Carr.
Rack possession. Oh, he dropped it! No!
Trying on fourth down, but to no avail.
Oh, that was the right everything. He just dropped it. Fuck! Damn! Hate that shit.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game.
He likes that screen pass in that formation, so I might do a containment. He's doing single back deuce close. I'm just gonna stay with the cover 2 here.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Jacobs now.
Good job.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
He's trying to eat the
That
clock.
time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches are giving, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete
Stay
corner.
with it. We're
who
going
doesn't
to
just
go
cover
dime.
receivers, but also tackle
Tampa.
ball carriers.
Third quarter.
Give me that extra vert hook. Give me the quarter. Third.
Operating from the gun. Carr. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Put a spy on the field.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's only so much you can do. Like, you can't press everybody because I know what Ruggs can do if you press him and fail. This guy's just trying to play the clock eat game.
For this third quarter of action. We'll return with more
Like
after
mirror
this
imaging
break.
each other.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I ain't make no mistake. You know, I went right by going for it on 4th and 2. I had the read, had the catch, just game didn't give it to me. I'm just going to stay in this cover 2 with the hard flat. He likes his
They'll
RPO.
run on first down. Richard. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second
I could probably
down.
take the
That's
other
really good
safety.
gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a
Probably
first
man
down.
align it.
The only problem
Tampa
now
2
in the
man
home,
align.
everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can
This
move
dude's
the
just
line
gonna
of
play
scrimmage.
bitch ball, bro. It's like, come on, man. Like, play me for real, bro.
After the
Man
pickup
align.
of 5,
Bring
they're
them in.
2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Richard, and he's going to be close to a first down.
Probably
As he
just-
gets this to the
I would
Raiders'
run commit, but it's an
43-yard
RPO,
line.
so-
After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
He's not gonna let me get a sack because he's either gonna run zone or the trap. Bubble screen. So I can.
Richard. And he's got the first before he's brought down.
I'm gonna run
at the
commit.
39-yard line.
Yeah.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Man's out here in try hard mode. You're really gonna waste your first down.
On first down, Jacobs.
Let him score.
Make it happen, Campbell. Make it happen.
Let him score. Let him score. Go ahead, score. Oh man! Oh, we almost stripped it.
The teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat,
They'll probably
people
play
on
like
base
goal
in scoring
line.
position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes
Man,
through
everybody
and
up.
picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Can't really do what I want to do. I'm gonna play the Tampa 2. Stay with it.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is
fine.
in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Raiders
Just gotta stop him right here.
in front.
This is the play. We gotta
He had
stop
the
him right
option to
here.
hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision.
I'm gonna man
It was a
everybody
heck
up.
of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned
Give me
the
a hook.
option,
Give me that.
most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not
And
the
then shade
recipe for
underneath.
being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
No man isn't always a good option, especially if he runs like a bunch of curl routes. We're gonna just trust the process, man. I should probably put like a spy on the field.
Carr, and he's got it. So the two-point
Like I said,
conversion is good.
coverage isn't always good.
Fourth quarter lead.
Didn't think he would make that throw. Should have went put a fucking flat on there. Played man and let the corners just play flats. But it is what it is. What's done is done. They kind of
Following
screwed me with the
touchdown, ready to
fucking
kick it away is Carlson.
catch that I had.
A short kick taken at the 18. The lane opens
So I don't want to
here. He's
score
past
fast
the
here
30.
at all. That would be detrimental. I've had games where I scored fast and tied a game up with like 2 minutes, and
The offense
you play
for
someone that
Las
plays like
Vegas
this guy
about
and just
to
eats
begin
clock.
the drive. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth
He wants
quarter.
me to
Just
score
one
fast. That's why he's
possession
bringing them all
game,
down to the
8.
box.
They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. A run on first down with Jacobs as he'll get this forward for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up.
Brandon,
We
all
just
things
won't want to
considered,
buy into
they
it,
have
man.
to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Just kind of get here, get to the 2-minute warning. Feel like the only thing that killed me is that one play.
Deal with a 2nd and 6.
We're gonna have to block the running back here. I'm gonna have to run 3 routes. Slide protect to the left.
Here's Carr to throw.
Ooh.
Middle, and it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on
I
manipulating
mean, I
the
have to go
defense with their
shotgun
eyes and
against
their
this
head
guy, bro.
movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
The Raiders on third down.
It's going to
They've
be
hit
cover
2 for
4.
4 thus far.
So we can audible
This will
down
be
to a
3rd
trap
and
run here.
6. Here's Jacobs. And I think we've got a
Man,
hold here.
come on.
It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says.
Decline.
So instead
Yes.
of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job
It's really
declining
just
that
going to
penalty.
come down to, does the game want me to win or does the game want me to lose?
One score
Could
down.
possibly
Here
go
we
double
go.
slants here.
They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Block the backside. Slide protect.
The Raiders do snap it. It's Carr.
What the fuck?
Complete. The Raiders try.
I'm gonna concede, bro. Yeah, that's obvious. DDA helped this man. I'm just conceded. There's no point. When you have a man wide open and that shit happens, that's DDA. And there's nothing you can do about it. There's no point. I mean, even with the possession rack that I had in the end zone, that was a sign, but I guess I should have taken it more serious. But when you got a wide open guy like that and that shit right there plays out like that, that's DDA all day and there's nothing you can really do about it. It sucks, but it is what it is. And we lost 6 points for losing. And 6 points cost us 7 ranks. So it's a real tight race up here. So I wonder how many points you get for winning. So you get, what, you gain 6 points for winning maybe? If you think about it. I've won 684 games. And I've gotten 14,012 points. Give me a second, we'll pull the calculator up and see what we're really getting here. So we've played, what, 684 and 572. I've played 1,256 games. Divided by divided by 14,012. I oh, it's 1,256. 1,256. I'm averaging 11 points per game. Ranking points. So that means if you win, obviously you're getting more than, losing your 6 points. So you don't lose a lot of points for losing if you let the game play out. If you rage quit, you probably lose a lot more because they do disqualify you from getting ranked. So I would assume you'd lose like 20, 30 points for rage quit. And I wouldn't know because I don't rage quit. I don't pull the plug on a game unless like natural instances happen where the power might go out or I'm having internet issues, but other than that, I do not rage quit. And then I don't know the scenarios when those might play out, you know, so I just know that if you rage quit a lot, you don't get ranked. I shouldn't have lost that. That was obvious DDA game. And you could tell the DDA was scripting that to happen, because how many times did we match up after friendly quits? Like 5 or 6 times in a row. The DDA wanted to help this man's rank. It wanted to keep matching him up with me so that he would, you know, get his win. Because if you notice something, I'm gonna point something out here. If you go to the leaderboards, actually, I need to go by records. I wish you could see by records. Let me see. They won't let you see their records. But everyone that I've played, and had a winning record, it wasn't really a dominant win record. It was like plus 100 or maybe plus 200 tops, and that was a good player. Whereas, you know, there's not really a lot of just straight bad players you'll get matched into. Unless you're on the bottom of the board, you'll be playing like people that have no business playing Madden at all. But other than that, I wish I could just look at these guys and, like the old Madden, you could compare records and shit. This one, this is all that it does. It's fucking crazy. You should be able to look at them and scout them all the way across the board. But Madden won't let you do that. But it is what it is. I don't think I played too bad today. That was obviously, like I said, DDA is still in the game. Even when you put a perfect game plan together, it's going to fuck with you. And it was 2 plays. 2 plays that costed me. First play was, I mean, I know I went for it on 4th and 2, but I had the right read, the right play drawn up, the right slide protect, the right throw, the right catch sequence to trigger, got the right animation on the catch sequence. He dropped the ball. That's how the DDA plays out. You know, it's like you can have everything go right and it files in the worst case scenario for something to go wrong. And that is what is defined, not just as DDA, is more along the lines of what they call RNG, the random number generator, which isn't so random. You know it's gonna happen, especially in tight games like that, when obviously you know the person you're playing isn't necessarily as skilled. Like, as you could tell, I was getting holding calls a lot more in that game as opposed to me playing the Saints guy. You know, I didn't do anything different with my play call or my game plan. It just, you notice when you turn those on to kind of help you out sometimes in those games where they want to give the other guy the win, they're going to hit you with the penalties a lot more. So it's something that you guys might want to consider, you know, toggling on and off situationally, depending on how the game's playing out. I mean, it's still very useful to have. It will prevent you from getting sacked. It's just when you're dealing with the DDA games, you just have to be careful, you know, because they're going to be like, oh, let's hit them with holding call, and then you're kind of constantly be in those situations where it's 3rd and long, 4th and long, and you really need to score. You can't afford to not take your shots because you're playing someone that likes to chew clock in those close games. And I don't like playing those type of games. I really don't, because I know the value of needing to score in those games. But it is what it is. Like I said, I think I'm doing a lot better, and I think the adjustment that I made is playing a lot smoother. So again, just make sure that your top 2 receivers have the best release, and agility is definitely going to be key, especially like if you're trying to do high point passes and stuff. You need to make sure that you have your highest agility players up there as well. They need to be kind of preferentialized a little bit. Speed helps a little bit, but definitely make sure they got agility and have a little bit size on them. Bigger than most traditional cornerbacks helps as well. But other than that, you know, make sure you got awareness. And other than that, man, hope everything that I be trying to show you guys and help you out with is helping y'all games down the line. And like I said, Madden 22 is right around the block. I'm labbing up everything that I can. I know I have bad habits, you know, especially with the bullet pass scenario. It always seems to kill me sometimes. So I'm still labbing that up. I'm getting better with it. And as you can tell, like some games when I got it down point, you know, I was throwing how I'm supposed to be throwing, you know, and you can see the difference of, you know, what you're capable of really doing if you trigger the right catch pass and then the right animation plays out. But other than that, guys, I appreciate y'all watching, and it was fun. It was a little blast, and catch y'all probably later on tonight or maybe tomorrow afternoon.